Hey guys, what's up? It's Vampire Bride. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the PlayStation 1 Classic, including the unboxing and first impressions. Please keep in mind throughout the video that this is not a thorough review of the PlayStation Classic console. With that, let's get started. So let's get to the unboxing. The way that they have it taped, it was pretty hard to get it undone without ripping the box and messing up the artwork on it, so sadly I did end up ripping mine and messing it up a bit. It would have been nice to not have, but it happened, so you know, what can you do? Once you do get it open, you come to another box. And once inside that one, yet another box. But this time in the center, you have nicely placed the PlayStation 1 Classic console. Everything seems very nicely packaged. You first come across the manual, and when pulling out the third box, you'll see, placed in the middle, the console. The way it's placed looks very nice. The console itself feels okay. It's super light, almost to the point of feeling cheapy, but the buttons are nice and clicky, which is always good. So everything seems to be packaged really nicely, but after you get to the console, it's packaged pretty weird. To be able to get to the items underneath it, you have to sort of fold out all four sides of the box. I don't know, to me it was just a strange way of doing it. Once you get through that odd packaging, of course you have the HDMI cable, power cable, and both controllers. The controllers right away felt light and very cheap, from the feel in your hand to the mushiness of the buttons. But their cable is a pretty good length. Here I'm just comparing the controller that came with the mini console to a regular PlayStation controller. Though I do know there's quite a huge difference with the analog sticks being incorporated in the other PlayStation controller. There's also a huge difference in the mushiness of the buttons. The regular PlayStation controller just feels so much better. We'll see how it goes once we get into actually playing, but so far I do not like the feel of this controller. Next, we just have setting up the console, which, as with the other mini consoles, is super simple. Plug in the power cord, plug in the HDMI cord, and plug in a controller or both controllers, of course, whatever you need at the time. Then just turn it on. This part of the setup is also very simple. Just pick your language, and that's about all you need to get started. Now you're at the menu where all the games are listed. One small difference that I would have liked to have seen incorporated is I would have liked to have seen descriptions for each of the games. Just a short paragraph written about each game. As you scroll across the game, it shows up. I do realize that a lot of the people buying this console probably grew up playing these games as a kid and do know about most of the games. But there are some more uncommon games featured on the PlayStation 1 Classic, so it would have been nice to have a description for each game listed, simply because it is more convenient than to look it up online. And I do feel like these mini consoles are a lot about convenience and, of course, nostalgia. I won't bore you too long with just watching me play a game on here, because that's not what this video is about. However, I will let some gameplay show, as this was just me testing it out and getting first impressions of the console. Just as I suspected, the controller does feel very cheap, but it plays just fine, and that's what really matters. Now to talk about price. I feel like the console was released a little bit overpriced. The launch price was right at $100 US, whereas the NES was at $60 and the SNES was at $80. That being said, the PlayStation Classic's price did drop pretty quickly after, down to around $60, and since has had another price cut. I got mine for about $30, but most of the time you can find them for around $40. Now, the price difference wouldn't be too big of a deal, except it also comes with less games. There are only 20 games on the PlayStation Classic, whereas the NES had 30 and the SNES had 21. But you can also add games to the PlayStation Classic, which is a neat feature that I have not explored yet, as this is just first impressions. Now I just want to go over the games list. We have Battle Arena, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations Persona, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighters 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Taken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. So overall, not a bad games list. There are quite a few really common, really great games on there. But I'm not sure that that's enough to justify the $100 price tag that it was released with. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now on the PlayStation 1 Classic. I'm excited to get back to playing. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, if you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos to come.